Welcome, everybody, to the Let's Get Critical podcast. We're here. We're having fun. We have our special guest.
Spike.
Oh, yeah, a huge spike there.
Yeah.
That's okay. We're here with our special guest, the E-Man.
Yo!
Vitamin E.
Yo.
And today we're in the church of E-Man because he has much more experience doing this sort of thing than we do.
You give me entirely too much credit, sir.
I call it a cult, not a church, but a cult. Cult leader.
The cult of E-Man.
Yes, I got dirty little secrets on all three of these guys. They can't leave my cult now because then I will tell the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have your avocado toast story now, though. So, checkmate.
And so may the world.
Dude, I tell that openly. You got the wrong story to try to blackmail me with.
I said checkmate. No.
But
You lose. Good day, sir.
You get nothing. Oh, I love that line.
Is that Gene Wilder?
yeah.
That's Charlie in the
Willy
chocolate
Wonka,
factory.
yeah.
Fucking grandpa's about to beat his ass. Yeah.
Let's go, Charlie.
Yeah.
Let's go. Catch a fade, man. He got those hands.
For anybody who doesn't know, who's new to this podcast, we are the band Frantic Romantic. We are a Los Angeles band, and we make music and we play shows and we.
They are. They're trying to get me to L.A.
He's supervising this shit, and you brought
Yeah.
him to L.A.
Yeah, no, the dude, you guys don't see it, man. He's got the paddle with the holes in it and everything. He chases me around the room and tell me, you better get over to L.A.
You're going to
Oh my
move.
God.
It's going to be eventually.
I'm smiling right now, but I'm crying on the inside. Save me, people, save me.
Hey, cult leader, man. Hey, come on. You're supposed to lead us.
That's how I get them to come here. Oh, you know what? I just gave out the secret. Well, that's not going to work.
It's all good, man.
Can you tell I finally woken up?
It's that fucking avocado story.
Right?
Oh, yes.
More stories to come.
So today we're going with a pick from our good buddy, guitarist,
Mr. Zero.
Mr. Zero.
Mr. Zeke Zero.
Zig Zero.
Sneaky Zero in some circles.
Sneaky Zero. And this is the album entitled Cinema by the Marias, which came out on June 25th, 2021. Zeke, tell us about this album.
Man, this is a really good album. I had no idea who the Marias are a couple years ago. I was unfortunately in some type of health scare. I don't want to go, because it's a long story, so I don't want to go too much into it. But while I was in the hospital...
You can get a little bit into it. I gave you the avocado story.
Okay. I had GBS, Guillain-Barré syndrome, and it paralyzes your entire body. So I lost all function, basically. I couldn't even close my eyes. I couldn't feed myself, Just think about it. I couldn't do any of that. So I was basically just numb in bed. So I went to rehab center where they were able to get me up and walking out of bed in just under, I think, 6 weeks, man. I got to walk again. So, and while I was there was this physical therapist. Her name's Selena. She introduced me to a lot of music because she was a big music fan. I would show her some music that I was into. She would do the same to me.
Isn't that fun?
It is fun.
It's like one of the coolest experiences you can have.
Yeah, because when she was working me out, she would put on music that she listened to, and the Marias popped up. I had no idea who they were, and that's how I got into them. At the time, Spotify only had a few singles; they didn't have everything, so I had to look up everything on YouTube.
You had to go to San Francisco and bust down the door like, "Hey, I'm on Maria's on my Spotify list."
Yeah, man, or come down here to LA because I think they're an LA band. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
What, you went all the way to San Francisco to do that? You could have just crossed the street and you were there. How silly do you feel, sir?
Hey.
They run Spotify out of your neighbor's garage.
Wait, I didn't go anywhere. Anyways,
He's so confused right now.
I am a little confused. So I got into the Marias. I watched a lot of their videos online, and they have this image where it's really cool. It's almost like a White Stripes image, but their own, right? They just recently came out with a new album. At the time when I recommended this album, I wanted to recommend that, but it hadn't come out yet.
I see.
So
this was just recent.
It just come out. They're playing a secret show today.
It's not so secret.
in LA, and I don't even know where it's at, to be honest. I think it's just for like somebody on their mailing list. But anyways, listen to the album, and I fell in love with the band, man. It's just that they don't play much around here, and they're an LA band. That's the thing.
That's
man.
a weird
I want to
setup.
catch one of their shows, but the next show they have, I think, here is probably in August. It's already sold out.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's a mixture of Spanish and English. That's what I love too, man. The image, the vocals, everything about the band, man. It's there. They really are selling themselves.
Cool.
Yeah.
I did get that White Stripes vibe too, by the way.
Yeah?
I saw that. I was just like, yeah, it's very White Stripes right there.
Yeah. So this album came out in 2021. I believe it's called Cinema, right? Las Marias. The Marias, I'm sorry.
Well, would it be Las Marias or Los Marias?
It's
Femenino?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maria.
Unless one of the dudes' name was Maria. Like,
No, but I mean the way in the word it's framed, it's like the tense is femenino. So
Okay.
it would be
All right,
Las
all right.
Marias.
Maria's ex, maybe? No. That joke went, woo!
Some factoids about this band because they're brand.
save us, Mike.
So yes, they are from Los Angeles, which is awesome. The lead singer is named Maria, female singer. They formed in 2016. Their first album came out in 2021, which is this album, Cinema. I believe they had a string of like singles that they had put out before putting out this LP. And then since then, in 2024, this year, they've come out with their second album,
Yeah.
Submarine. The singer, Maria, I forget her last name, but she's, she's referenced some of her influences. The one that stood out to me was Nina Simone. I'm a huge Nina Simone fan, so that is awesome. And then I know one of the principal songwriters, or rather one of the principal music writers, mentioned that he's influenced a lot by Tame Impala and Radiohead, which I think will
Shows.
come back around in our
Yeah, totally hear that.
conversation. Yeah.
Zardoya, by the way. Maria Zardoya.
Ah, there you go.
Pulled it up real quick.
Thank you, sir.
Got to show the love. Got to
Yeah.
show the love.
I thought you weren't using digital media.
Yeah, what's that all about?
I
you
said,
were supervising
I
us.
said I wasn't using a clipboard.
You just in my paper? Nah.
That's a pretty ragged looking paper. That's all I'm saying.
It just goes to show E-Man, he's a man of the people.
That's right.
He's not afraid to get his hands dirty. You know, even when it goes...
Do what I say, not what I do.
Yeah.
Right?
You ever see that movie?
I'm going to get painted so badly after this episode.
You ever see that movie?
Asshole.
That movie, The Prestige? That's
Yeah.
based on your life.
Okay.
Mark, can you prestige yourself into frame a little bit?
That's pretty cool.
Close it
Just a
up.
little bit. There you go.
And you're saying I'm the master of this? Come on.
So with that said, general opinions. I mean, E-Man, Ruben, what do you guys think?
I originally thought because, and mind you, because I am so self-centered, I felt that Zeke put this on here because he genuinely tries to get me to listen to new stuff
Sure.
a lot.
Yeah, that's pretty self-centered.
Right?
No, I'm just
You're supposed to keep it going.
my bad.
No, but in all honesty, yeah, Zeke will try to get me to listen to the things that aren't really my style. The one thing that I did take, and we talked about this on the last episode, is that you got into grunge late. You got me into grunge even a little bit later. But that was my introduction to it. So you were the, just going to side thing really quick. He lent me his Nevermind CD.
What's that?
Nirvana. And I scratched the crap out of that thing because I was listening to it over and over and over and over again. And he could have literally been like, dude, you owe me $10 because I can't listen to this thing anymore. Thankfully he didn't. And that's why I paid for drinks last night. So 25 years later, I finally paid you back for that.
Retro.
Yes.
Yeah.
Retroactively. Although
Drinks last night.
your water. But yeah, so to kind of go into to this, yeah, he has played a lot of different music, and I'll get more into it. But under first listening to him, I was like, this is clearly not my thing. But there were times where I felt like maybe I should start over again and listen to it again and see the direction that this is going into before I immediately dismiss it. And I took notes for almost every song. So the ones that I'll probably talk about will probably be the lows and the highs from the last one. But I think because of the way that I see it, I don't think it's going to match up with how you guys viewed it. And I think that's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, that's the greatest thing about it, is that we introduce music to each other and we have sometimes completely different views about it. So.
Yeah.
And I'll bring up other songs as far as reference too. So, but that's your morsel, people. That's your sample. You got to watch the rest of this so that you can hear the rest of the story.
Nibble on it.
Just like.
Like that avocado.
Gotta look at that. Now I gotta look at that camera. And this one over here.
That camera's recording, right? I can't remember if I pressed record.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yes, nibble.
Oh, I would have hated it if
That was hella blocking you on this.
Nibble. You're
That's
good.
fine.
Hey, bro, we got
Every person has to be on every shot. You got
All the time.
that means you gotta contort your body to do it.
Yeah.
We're not moving the balls.
Yeah, for me, listening to this, it's very much a you pick. Like,
Absolutely.
just hearing this, I thought it reminded me like of a young Joseph Medina, PC3, and Ezekiel Martinez. This is what I imagined when I heard the name of the band, the project, Chola. This is what I thought it was going to sound like, I didn't really get to hear a lot of that stuff, but literally this is kind of like hits it on the head for me,
What is Zeke? Here's the Marias.
Yeah.
That's pretty. Yes, I like that.
Yeah.
Oh, let's go with that.
It gives me like elements of Radiohead, a little bit of Bjork, and the Cardigans. Strangely,
Yeah,
a little bit.
Yeah,
and the Cannons too.
Yeah,
And I mean that's why I dug it. Yeah, right? It has that very much so.
And just real quick, I would say that this kind of adds to a theory that I have that so far this decade, I think the music that has come out of this decade so far, and specifically let's be honest, it's Gen Z music. This is Gen Z's time.
Yeah.
Right?
I just feel the white hairs growing as you say that.
Oh yeah. But it's great. Like I think, honestly, if we were to stick with what's been coming out in the last few years, and that was to ride throughout this decade, I could easily say that this decade's music is much more interesting than the 2010s.
I agree.
I would totally agree with
Yeah.
that, man. I would totally agree with that. Yeah.
It's kind of crazy when you think about it. And I won't get in this too much, but it's like there's a whole new generation of Gen Z actors that are just fucking taking over the industry. And then there's a whole new generation of Gen Z musicians that are bringing in some really interesting music that's dynamic and interesting and a bit more honest. So
what's interesting too, I want to piggyback off of what you just said, is you also don't realize, I don't know if you would call him Gen Z, but you don't really realize what other current big musicians are actually influenced by the bands and the musicians that we listen to.
it's true.
Like you would never see it coming. Like what would you guys consider Ed Sheeran as far as his music? Would he be?
Oh, he's pop, right?
Well, like as far as would he be like Gen Z?
No. He's millennial.
He's a millennial?
He's a
Okay.
younger
Yeah.
millennial, I guess.
So
I don't know.
last weekend we had Bottle Rock Napa.
Yeah.
And again, I am an unapologetic Offspring fan, so I'm bringing them up on this one too. So that's it, guys. You got 2 plugs for me on 2 separate episodes. I want those backstage passes. I want them.
Yeah, me too.
They played Million Miles Away with Ed Sheeran.
Oh, wow.
He is a huge Offspring fan, to the point where he listened to Million Miles Away and he was already in his head like, okay, he's going to sing the first and third line. I'm going to sing the second and the fourth. Like that's how into him he got into it. So I see, maybe because his music is also getting to Gen Z people as well, but I feel like I would have never thought he was an Offspring fan. He even has a tattoo. So imagine like if you were to hear like, Maria is a huge Soundgarden fan, like would be like, whoa,
But it makes
that's kind of
sense.
cool though.
It makes sense because Gen Z is largely raised by Gen X. And Gen X's whole movement was 90s alternative.
Yeah.
So
Isn't that a cool dynamic too? Because now
It
the way
is.
the music starts flowing in that direction, because you have not the previous generation, but the generation before
Yes.
that.
Yeah, that's funny because like with my daughter, like a lot of the stuff that she really likes is stuff from the 2010s, like, you know, like Lana Del Rey and Churches.
Yeah.
She loves those records, you know, and Tegan and Sarah. I mean, I think it's a lot more dynamic. Like right now, like you're saying, I agree with you, but it's funny because like I'm the one who's pushing that on her because this was relevant at the time, you know?
Right. Yeah. There's a whole generation, like, you know.
Yeah, you go
And
back
again,
with your dad too, right? Or you listen to Floyd and Led Zeppelin and stuff like that. Same thing. Right?
Yeah. And I mean, you know, definitely like, I mean, this could be a whole podcast episode about generations, but it is interesting how all that stuff is a pendulum, right? And how history repeats itself and how generations are fed off of, you know, anyways, I digress.
Let's give them the Marias their due. And
Yeah. So we're talking about the Marias. And of course, what we do on this podcast, and it's hard work and it's ugly, but we got to do it. And that is, we got to tear them down and then build them back up. So we got our bottom three and our top three. It doesn't mean we hate the songs. Maybe we do. We'll find out. But I get the feeling we won't. So why don't we start with our bottom three, and let's start with good old Zeke here.
Vitamin Z0, is that what I'm calling?
Yeah,
All right.
Vitamin Z.
Vitamin Z.
Z.
This is really hard, man. I was gonna say no, there's no bottom three, but you know, to me there really isn't. Not on this album, but still.
I guess if we were to relabel this, it is what three songs made you feel the lesser.
Yes.
I didn't
Did you
even
write
feel
that
it that way,
Amazon
though.
review?
Say again?
Did you write that Amazon review?
I can neither confirm nor didn't. Come on, dude.
Big and little people.
The way I laughed, I did not see that coming. There's no way I would have written that.
This is a callback to another episode that might air before or after
You
this
need
one.
to like splice you need to splice that little piece of me just losing it into this episode.
Yeah.
All right, this is really hard. This is only because I'm picking this song just because I have to pick one. I love it. I love this whole album. It's called Little by Little. It has a bossa nova feel, fairly chill vibe to it, man. But I'm only picking this because it's not my favorite on it, but I still love it. You know, I can't see this song being removed from the album because every time I was going through a song to try to figure out, all right, which one can I do without? I would fall in love with this one, or I would fall in love with the next one. So I have nothing bad to say about this song. I honestly don't.
But if you have to put it somewhere, this
I
is where
can,
it goes.
man. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, if I had to, then it would be this. Yeah. Because, you know, the whole album has a vibe. It has a chill vibe to it. And that's what you expect from the songs. Yeah.
And leading into mine, I agree with you. It is hard to pick stuff off this album because there is a through line that's very consistent, right?
Yeah.
There's not hills and valleys. There is quality control when it comes to the tracks. My least favorite, my number 3, is To Say Hello, and that's because it's towards the end of the album, and I just kind of felt like, does it need to be here? Does it hit on anything the album hasn't already said yet? And I felt like we could have gone straight into the next song, Fog as a Bullet, and we would have been fine. But that's not to say it's bad. So,
Yeah, I totally disagree because I see it on my list, man. But we'll get to that later.
What that really means is them's fighting words.
Come on, E-Man.
I will. I'm gonna cheat again, but there is a good, legitimate reason to it.
Fighting words.
It is the little instrumental that they had. It was track 5, Habla con
Habla
ella.
con ella.
And the reason, though, it's not because it was short. It was because I started getting into the beat and the rhythm of it.
Yeah.
And then it stops. And I'm just like, are you kidding me? Like, again, like I mentioned before, I had to listen to this a few times. And that was the first one that I was just like, okay, this sounds really cool. And then stop. Next song. I was like, bitch, really? Come on.
Stop. Hammer time. You know?
I wonder if they did it on purpose to draw you into it.
Yeah, but it was such a tease in that. And mind you, I realize that the end track is called Talk to Her, so it's clearly setting up for that.
Yes.
But when I heard the beginning of Talk to Her, it didn't make me feel the same way as Habla con ella. Because again, it really got me into it. I'm like, okay, here we go. Here's the uptick that I need. Mm-hmm. And no, mine. You don't get to have this. It's just like, you suck. So very bottom of the list for me is Habla con ella. You got me to love you, and then you took yourself away from the equation. How dare you? That was so cathartic.
Nice.
It feels good, huh?
Yes, get it off your chest. Communication, people. You need communication.
You know, for me, the instrumentals I felt were very key for this record. I think it was very intentional. And for that reason, they're not on my bottom. For me, it's Heavy is my number 6, I guess you would consider it. I didn't really have there's no bad song on this album. It was very cohesive, but I feel like it just had a little less of the magic dust on it. That's it. Mm-hmm. That's the only reason why.
You got us stumped, sir. Like you just like
Yeah.
This is like when we did Laffy, dude. You know?
Yeah.
The fucking good album too.
Yeah.
Is it Laffy or is it
Loive.
Loive.
See, it's been that long. I'm already fucking it up.
It's spelled Laffy though, so yeah, it's.
And I was trying to go back on my Spotify to figure out who that artist was, man, because I wanted to listen to her again. Yeah.
Bewitched.
Going back, man, yeah, Heavy would have been for me only because it followed little by little. It was another chill, bass-driven 90s feel song. But it goes with the vibe. Again, if I had to pick one, I wouldn't put these songs side by side. That's the only complaint that I have about it, maybe. But it really did give me like a 90s nostalgic type of feel to it. Mainly, I think because of the guitars, I think.
It gave me like a Cardigans vibe too, which isn't a bad thing. You know?
No, it's not. No. Yeah.
There you go. My number 2 is what you had mentioned, Habla con ella. And literally in my notes, I just say, I have to pick something, so I'm going with the low-hanging fruit. and that's, it's like if I have to pick something, it's going to be this one. But anyways, that's it. That's all I got.
So for my next one, and again, not that it's bad or anything, just Habla con ella really ticked me off. But I have the next 2 set up because there was nothing I could write for it. Mm-hmm. Like every other song, I was able to put something down. And for these, I wasn't able to. So this isn't in any particular order as far as second least. These are down there. And for me, To Say Hello, just because again I was listening to it and I couldn't pinpoint anything. I was just like, oh, what do I feel on this? Okay, is there a similarity to this? And it's just like I couldn't come up with anything. Mm-hmm. So for that reason alone, it's gonna be that one. And I'll just go ahead and put the next one. I'm sorry, I'm cutting ahead.
Go for it.
Because you had brought it up just a second ago. Fog as a Bullet. Again, couldn't really like what is it about this song that I can say? And there wasn't much. So just to
that makes sense.
Yeah,
I kind of feel that way about my number 5, which is Spin Me Around. I like it in context, but it's like when you're giving everybody compliments and everybody's a superstar, right? And then you get to the end and you're kind of done. You're like, I like your hat. You know what I mean?
you try to find something.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's like,
oh, it's a nice day.
You killed it, but fuck, I don't know what to tell you. It's go Niners. I don't know. Shit.
Way to go.
Yeah.
Damn, dude. I picked the same thing. I picked Spin Me Around. It's also another very chill song. I don't know if Do you think it would have changed up the album if they put something a little bit more upbeat or different, or just like throw a wrench into the mix? Or you think it would have threw off everything?
I think it would have. It would have done well. I think it would have helped it a little bit.
I agree.
I'm in the opposite of that. I feel like they had a set tone that they wanted for the album. If they were to do anything different, it would stick out like a sore thumb.
Do you listen to Jeff Buckley?
No.
Oh, okay,
I'm
never
sure at some point you'll send me something.
Bro, yeah.
There's that album Grace. This is what I'm comparing this to, right? There's that album Grace where every song is pretty low energy. They're all good, but every song's pretty low energy. And then right towards the end of the album, they just have this fucking banger called Eternal Life. And I'm like, oh shit, Jeff Buckley's getting down, man. You know? And I don't feel like it detracted from the album. It was like, oh shit, like this guy can like...
He can rock. He can go.
Yeah, you know.
Which is really the opposite of what a lot of albums are. It's the beginning of it is really high energy.
Right.
And then the last track is usually the one that's supposed to like, okay, we're going to slow you down now. Like,
I feel like a lot of times it's like, fuck, how many songs do we got to give the label? Fuck, hey, you know, you got a song? Okay, whatever, yeah.
Let's just give him a greatest hits album. I'll cover one of the albums. Like, dude, you've only had one album. You can't. Just want to get out of this record label.
Oh, man. But overall, I don't think none of the songs are fillers. I think they
Absolutely
were very
not.
well planned, very well precise, and well thought out on what they were trying to do. You know, if you watch the music videos, they definitely have more of a cinematic type of presence to them. So
Very true to the name, right?
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah.
yeah,
I feel like you could score this whole album's like scoring something, you know?
Yeah.
yeah. And then there was an idea that they did that I wanted us to do, where like they had like it's just an hour of them listening to their own music.
You mentioned this,
right? And they're in their living room and they're just chilling, they're talking, they're drinking or eating food. One gets up, leaves the room, comes back. But for some reason, you feel like you're there, like you're not bored. You're just sitting there listening to the album with them.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then sometimes sometimes they'll get up and they'll point at the camera and then just go back. So I thought that would have been cool if we did something like that too.
You mean like this? Like, hey, everybody.
Like that, and, you know.
Well, what's up over there?
Start watching X-Men 97 in the background, listening to the album and shit, you know?
Oh, yeah.
You're like, oh, we're still doing this shit?
There's
Okay.
so many copyrights to this video. I don't even know where to start. We got Disney over here. We got Warner Brothers Music over here. I'm just throwing out labels at this point. Like, where do we go from here? How do we attack them?
No, I have to warn you one more time. Stop breaking the fourth wall. All right.
You got my Conan O'Brien vibe going right now. just throwing that out there.
Just gotta do a little fucking dance and shit.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna pull a Hot Ones with him where I'm just gonna do some crazy ass crap.
Oh man,
Dude, Conan's Hot Ones was the craziest. Oh my God. We're on mine, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so my last one, I think.
Look
right?
how much
Yeah.
I'm just completely ruining this. Like, I don't even know what we're doing anymore.
It's like Stan Lee, ruined or made better? Fucking puts the Hulk in the Batmobile.
He's not the Hulk. I'm the Hulk.
I did it, I swear. Yeah.
You almost had it that time.
I don't know what any of that
I'm
was.
never going to be allowed to be here again. Ever again.
was that Robot Chicken? What was it?
That was The Simpsons.
Simpson.
Comic book guy.
I didn't see that.
Oh, okay.
We'll pull it up afterwards.
Yeah, he doesn't leave. It's funny. Stan Lee.
Stan Lee never left.
I got to work on my Simpsons trivia, man. I don't know that episode.
Please continue.
I'm going to bring this right back down to earth, you guys.
Stop. Hammer time.
All right, so my number one bottom, and this is a song that I actually did not care for, and that's Talk to Her.
Oh, the closer?
Samesies.
The closer. You probably know what I'm going to say. I'm not a fan of especially when the rest of an album is like this person with a beautiful voice singing these songs, and then all of a sudden, especially I think if it's the last track, like don't talk.
Three-quarters
Don't-
of it is her talking.
Don't sit there and talk.
Yeah.
Like,
I wouldn't have chosen to put it at the end. You know, if it was me.
yeah.
Right.
There's
the middle
like
would have been probably perfect, but the end is it's not bad. But yeah,
there's
got a fucking voice. Sing.
There's one track I always skip over on that M83
The little frog one?
Hurry Up We're Dreamin' album.
And it's
the
was a
one
frog, right?
Yeah, it's the one where the kid's talking. I'm like, just be a song. Just be a song,
Everybody
please.
I know fucking talks. I just got to say the frog. Like, yeah, exactly. I don't like that song. You know?
Yeah. So that's my top, bottom.
Number 4.
Right.
So I did 2 last time.
You did.
Right.
So
it's
you'll start off on you as far
I
as.
pretty much.
Well, you got your last one.
I did get my last one there. That was it.
No, I'm saying as far
Yeah.
as your number 3 now, like 3, 2,
Oh,
1.
okay,
Like,
okay.
now we finished it because I
Gotcha.
cheated.
Yeah.
I stole somebody's
You
spot.
did the game genie. We just
Yes.
fucking.
I changed the
skipped it.
coding in the game.
Warp tunnel. Right.
For the kids out there, Game Genie is what grandparents used to use when they were playing Sega Genesis.
Your parents probably used a Game Shark on their PlayStation and Nintendo 64.
Hold on.
When we used to play games, 'cause now they just watch the playthroughs.
Yeah.
Which I'm going to go ahead and say I am guilty of doing as well because I just don't have time.
I ain't got time,
anymore.
dude. I ain't got time.
I want to. But
Little tidbit since we are on the show right now, right? I was playing Final Fantasy VII, right, when that came out. And this guy, I was already about to pass it, but this guy, he came over. He's like,
Here's
hey,
the story.
you need to use a Game Shark. You get everything. Wait, what did he call the little rocks? Magma or something like that? You get all these emeralds, right? And I souped up my character.
yeah, you got like the master materials.
yeah.
We're going into gaming territory now, folks. This is what happens when I come on the show.
All I needed was to fight the last boss.
The last thing that I talked about, I brought up Tekken. Well, what am I going to do on the next episode? What game should? You know what? Put it in the comment section. Maybe I'll say it. Maybe.
He's got
There you go.
Professor X powers.
He brought over the Game Shark. It corrupted my game. I couldn't fight the last boss anymore. And I was like, dude, I put
Sephiroth?
No,
Sephiroth?
that's wrong. And here's why. Because you weren't there yet. You were at the Temple of the Ancients. That's right. 20 years later, and I remember that minute description of where he was when I brought that Game Shark over to your place.
Regardless, man, I couldn't move forward. I couldn't move forward. I'm not gonna start all over, so I had to give up. Dude, I don't even know how Final Fantasy VII ends because
I couldn't beat that shit either because I didn't bother to get a chocobo. You get to the desert.
no.
I was like, I'm a fucking idiot.
Bro,
I didn't
you
do
needed
that.
one.
You did.
You do.
I was stuck.
That
was it.
snake kicked the crap out of you, didn't it?
Period. Yep.
Every time.
Yep.
Sorry, Mike. We're going really deep in this.
I'm so pissed off. No.
I'm pissed off.
I swear to God, I hate
it's okay.
everybody in this room
And I
right now.
let him know, dude, your Game Shark ruined my game.
It ruined my childhood.
It ruined
child.
your save file. It didn't ruin the game.
I wasn't happy, man.
Actually, I didn't know it ruined the save file. That part I didn't.
It's bad.
Tell you what, Frantic Romantic will do a Let's Play where we play through the entirety of Final Fantasy VII and we'll get it done. Fight Sephiroth.
I'd be down for that, man.
Yeah.
I'd be down. Your memory's a lot different than mine. Though. Where we at?
So top 3, and we're starting with yeah.
Okay. For me, it's The Mice Inside This Room. Ooh. Lovely song. Very Radiohead. Beautiful. I heard that shit and I was like, this is a really good album. Like, I thought that, and then when I heard this, I was like, this fucking puts the seal of approval right here. Mm-hmm. This is the shit.
Yeah, that song is badass, man.
It is.
I really love it. It's so quiet. It's almost like...
Dude, those tones, those fucking chorusy tones. It's fucking badass. Reminds me of your playing a little bit.
I wish, man. Thank you, though. I do appreciate that. Mine would have to be Hush. It gives me the Garbage vibes, if you guys remember that 90s band Garbage.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Not because they sound like them, but it gives me like, you know how like they had a smoky, sexy kind of
What is it? The one they did on Romeo and Juliet, right?
Oh, yeah, the Number One Crush. Yeah.
I love that song.
I fucking love that
We
song.
tried covering that shit, remember?
All right, yeah. I mean, we still can.
Yeah.
Dude, I would love to, man.
I mean, it
Yeah.
was just you and me when we did it, you know?
Right, and there's that lady watching us from her window.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, she probably enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we did that shit at my mother-in-law's house.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So even though Hush had male vocals intertwined into it, usually I don't like it when it just comes out of nowhere. But it's only for the bridge, and it fits pretty well. So you have, I guess, the guitarist vocals kind of like loop in every now and then, but it doesn't really stand out as much. So Hush would be my pick.
Nice. My bottom of the top is Spin Me Around. And I know I think it was Ruben maybe mentioned it was one of your, your least favorites, but you know, man, I just got lost in that chorus. I could swim around in that chorus, you know?
Yeah.
So, that's the test. If I can jump off the high dive and just
fucking never mind that chorus, right?
Yeah, no, I'm just swimming in that deep, dark chorus. So there you go.
Cool. I feel like Zeke may have hacked my phone.
He was always stealing notes, man.
He plays
Ask Bella.
like the silly dude. Is just like, I never do that. But in reality, there's like a conniving evil genius.
Silly. I never knew that was part of my reputation.
He's like, he sees through the matrix.
Right. It's just enough. My number 3 is Calling You Back, because there is a part where I'm listening to it and it does sound like it may have been inspired by the Final Fantasy VII music.
Oh.
It's a weird little thing, and it's not even a note for note, but when you listen to it, it kind of has that harmony to it. I'm just like, man, that's Final Fantasy right there.
The common tones. Yeah.
It's a weird thing, but and I'll bring up another reference in a little bit when it comes down to the other one, but I just remember thinking like, that's weird. And I played it back. I was like, maybe I'm just hearing what I want to hear, but listening to it, I'm like, no, it has a Final Fantasy VII vibe. The open world, when you go like just traveling, when you leave Midgar, and it has that music in the background, like it has a little bit of that feel to it. I was just like, damn, that was the first big write down that I had. I was like, that's trippy, and just.
Well, who knows? It could have been influenced.
It could have been, yeah.
Just to throw it out there, since you're already talking about it, if you listen to Grimes' first album, you'll hear a lot of Mass Effect beats on there. I know you love Mass Effect.
It's a love-hate. It's a love-hate.
It's a love-hate?
It's a love-hate.
You know
Everybody knows why.
You got me into it.
Everybody knows why.
But listen to Grimes. We'll talk later.
Well, great. Yeah, Grimes.
Cool.
Yeah.
For me, number 2 is Calling You Back. To me, it just really reminded me a lot of, like I said earlier, like that Chola vibe, you know? Mm-hmm. It encompasses like this is like super creative and like just on a different wavelength.
Cool.
That is cool, man. For me, it would have to be To Say Hello. I think that was on your bottom list, right?
I think it was on Mike's, no?
Yeah, it was.
It was. I'm always pointing to you when it's negative. I'm like, hey, Ruben must have said
I'm a fucking asshole.
You're not quite so much now that I'm here. But when I leave,
that's right.
You'll get the title back. I'm just holding on to
You
this.
walk in the room, the energy just... yeah.
And I think her vocals on that song is very genuinely heartfelt. It sounded very vulnerable, very bare. It's a very tender song, and it sounds modern. It sounds modern, and it sounds elegant. Like you would chill at a bar, a futuristic cyberpunk bar, right? But I would imagine that it felt modern to me. It felt like something new, even though it was very soft. It was very soft and very, very chill. So that's the whole vibe of this album, very chill.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. But that's my pick.
Cool. My number 2, I might need help on this title. Un Millón?
Un Millón. Yeah.
Un Millón. Okay. I felt like it broke up the monotony right at the right spot of the album, right? Like you're getting used to the sound, you know, and right before you feel like it's maybe getting repetitive, here comes Un Millón, right? Sung in Spanish. The style of the music is slightly different from everything you've heard up to that point. And I thought, oh, what a good strategic thing to have this on this album, and
Yeah.
I really appreciated that.
That was on my list, and then I crossed it off because the one that just like a point over, you know?
Same here,
It was
man.
literally on there, and I was like,
Same
fuck.
here.
You know?
That song should have been bigger than it actually.
Was, right?
Yeah, because it's like a dance hit, man. It has all the ingredients to be like a massive hit.
Yeah.
So
My number 2 was I think somebody said this was on their bottom. Heavy.
Ruben,
Heavy. It was me.
this time it was.
Got it right.
This time it was Ruben.
You win a bag of chips.
I got some over here too, man.
I when I first heard it, and this wasn't the only time that I wrote it down, but when I was listening to Heavy, I immediately went over to Metric.
Oh, I love Metric.
Metric.
Right.
I remember having a very metric vibe to it, and then as I listened to it more, maybe within the same universe because they worked on the same album, I started thinking of the Scott Pilgrim versus the World soundtrack, and
Black Sheep.
the song that I remember like thinking of was I wrote it down, Broken Social Scene, and the song was Anthem for a 17-year-old Girl. And I remember hearing this song, and it made me think of that song. I was like, man, that's trippy. That's like the same energy. And I remember I paused this just to make sure, and I went through the soundtrack and I listened to it. I'm like, oh yeah, there it is right there. Like there's a good inspiration of Metric in this album.
Wow.
It's cool.
I can see that, yeah. Metrics that I love.
I mean, I know Metric didn't do, Anthem for a 17-year-old Girl, but
Gives you those vibes.
yeah.
Yeah, totally. Cool. For me, my number 1 on this one is Fog as a Bullet. I think this was on yours.
Yeah.
On your bottom, right? I don't know. This, I was talking about Stained earlier, about that like real raw, like not even in the studio, shitty recording vibe.
Yeah.
I'm not saying this is a shitty recording. It's not, but there's something powerful about how stripped down this sounds. It reminds me of this artist that I got turned on to when we went to TJ, like the first times when we were playing. Mm-hmm. We saw a band called Domitila play, and they covered this song, and I fucking fell in love with it. It was called Bajar Avión from this artist called Negro. And it's like such a vibe, such a vibe. This also, like listening to it, I think the reason why it won me over so much is it reminded me of that movie Eternal Sunshine, for the Spotless Mind. Mm-hmm. Just those vibes, those like, those real reminiscent and reflective kind of, stances they took with them and their story. Oh, it's very cinematic.
It's a very good movie. Man, I was gonna go with that song too, but I have that, and I have The Mice Inside This Room. I'm gonna go with The Mice Inside This Room, only because that was the first song that I fell in love with on this album, and I went back through the album trying to pick out my favorite, and it always fell back to this, even though it has like Un Millón was right up there, Frog as a Bullet was right up there as my favorite, man, but it's got to be The Mice Inside This Room. It's just so haunting. And I love Radiohead, and it reminds you of Radiohead and its quiet moments. It's awesome. It's awesome. I would put it on I would put it on right now if I could,
If we wouldn't get copyright striked.
And to introduce a band too, it would be this song. It would be the first song I would play for people.
The words of Nacho Libre. Everything you just said is my favorite too.
Cool. I'd say my top song on this was All I Really Want Is You. I felt like it's music as a visual medium. Like I could just picture a movie in my head as this music's playing. It really like paints a scene, and I just specifically really love the phrasing of the vocals in the chorus. I thought that was like I don't know, for some reason just really stood out to me. So that was my favorite song on this album.
Top on the list for me, Un Millón. And I remember listening to this, and this was the progression that I wrote these notes down. I put solid beat, Streets of Rage 2,
Hell yeah.
and experimental. Like that was the progression as I was listening to this song. Like the beat, I was like, "Oh, this is pretty cool." And then when listening to it, I was just like, this gives me Streets of Rage 2 vibes. If you look at the sheet of music for Streets of Rage, it is overtly complicated.
Super. I've seen videos
Yeah.
on that. They break it down.
They break it
They
down.
talk about like all those weird little like
Every
smart-
little thing.
the
Every
smart,
little
like,
thing.
music, mathematical shit. Yeah, and then like blown away.
For a Sega Genesis video game that came pre-packaged together with it, it had the most solid soundtrack.
It did.
And I remember hearing that in Un Millón. I was just like, I feel like this is the third stage of the game. It was that weird jazzy upbeat.
I know exactly what the fuck you're talking about.
Right,
Yeah,
exactly.
I do.
You know. I'll play it afterwards. But I just remember like, holy crap. And then like you were saying before, like it kind of had this set going. And then when this song comes up, it changes the script a little bit. And it's just like, oh, we're going in a different direction now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that to me was a very well-paced point to do that in. And for the way it sounded like, and I was like, yeah, this is it. This is my song right here.
You know what's crazy though? Knowing you, I would think that you would not like this song. But the way you describe it right now, the way you...
Well, like, I even said it in the beginning of this. I
It
said,
makes a lot of sense.
like I said in the
man.
beginning
Yeah.
of this, it's just like, because this isn't my type of music, I'm probably going to come at this from a different angle that you might not expect. And sure enough, here it is. Like
Yeah.
I talked Final Fantasy on this, and I talked about Streets of Rage on this, because those are the things that I draw on when it comes down to music in certain ways and inspirations.
Let me just throw one more. I think kind of gave me a little bit of like that Donkey Kong Country water. The water.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit, right?
Oh,
I fucking
yeah.
love that, dude. Yeah,
Like
yeah, a little bit.
being able to draw from those things, and then to think about it for a second, it's just like, you know what? They probably played Streets of Rage 2. They probably had like the console, and they were just there
Or
at
an emulator or some shit, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
something like that. And like, I heard this sound. I can work with this.
We gotta fuck with my emulator when we're done with this. You gotta fuck with it.
absolutely.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely. It is this really cool track, and it draws on that. And I feel like there has to be an inspiration to it.
Yeah.
So yeah, for that reason, Un Millón is my top pick of the album.
We gotta make a podcast about video games now, man. I'm just-
I did that once.
You kick all our asses in Street Fighter. Actually, you do pretty good, huh?
Nah, dude.
Okay. Against mortals. Against mortals.
You just gave him like a past traumatic event.
Because, like, you know, he, like, surprised the fuck out of us. We were at Prairie Sun.
Yeah.
And, like, one of the dudes was, like, fucking bragging. And Zeke just sat down and just beat the shit out of him. Like, it wasn't even, like, he wasn't even trying. I feel like you were eating Doritos while you were doing that shit with one hand.
Because when we were kids, this was a dude that played. He would not go easy at all. You know, sometimes you feel bad about your buddy. Or,
Nah, this-
no, he would
No.
kick my ass perfect.
He was the fucking, he was the Infinity Gauntlet of the fucking arcades. I know he was, dude.
And I was looking like, man, what's, dude, come on. He's like,
Ease up a little bit.
you just gotta get better, Ziggy. That's all. You used to call me Ziggy, right? You used to get better, Ziggy. That's what I'm like.
The equivalent of that now is get good, scrub.
Oh my god, bro. Play this guy, watch.
But to the mortals, he's pretty fucking good, you know?
And you know what? I used to believe I was good, and then I went online.
Well, you went to the tournaments too.
I did go to
Yeah.
the tournaments, and I got the ever-loving snot kicked out of me multiple times. There's one dude that just didn't let me do anything. He's just like, "Oh, you're gonna do that? I'm gonna do this."
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
You know, you're gonna jump? I'm gonna do this. He had complete control of the script. It wasn't even a fight. It was a scripted slaughtering.
Yeah.
It was video game WWE, not the actual game, but like, yo, this is what you're gonna do. Okay, don't worry, I got you. I'll make myself look good.
Damn.
Well, it feels like a perfect album. That's my. We're drawing back to the Marias. I
Yeah.
cannot.
Well, you know,
I cannot
this is
fathom what they're going to
this
say
is the part
about
of the
it.
show. This is, you know, we.
don't know.
This is the
man.
bag of flaming bag of shit, right?
This is the you know, it's difficult, but someone's got to do it, right?
Did you actually find a review?
what?
Did you actually find a bad review?
It was hard to find reviews because this is a relatively new album, but you know, it's interesting. I mean, with all these albums, the vast majority of people like the album, right?
So it's about basically doing what our bottom three was, where it's just like,
Don't worry about it.
Well, there's like the 1% of folks that are scathing. However, I did. This one's not as rough as some of the others.
This is as
I
rough
think
as the one.
Lana's set the bar, right?
Okay, so this one is a user review from Music Board. Also, Music Board's pretty cool. 2.5 out of 5 stars. This will be my first controversial review because I don't really hear anything special about this album. There are some great tracks sprinkled throughout, but my main problem is that it just sounds ... boring. Most of the songs sound the same, on top of the fact that the Marias think their lyrics are smarter than they actually are. Pretty mediocre, to be honest. Please don't come for me too hard.
I feel as though I heard Zeke's blood pressure go up as that was being.
No, that really wasn't that bad. I mean, the lyrics, they were doing lyrics, man. I don't think they were all like, oh, this is pretty smart.
Yeah.
It's like that Simpsons where like Lisa tells Homer the secret and he just turns hella red
Yeah.
for like a second.
Will you excuse me for a moment?
Puts the helmet on.
Okay.
Okay.
I will send him the money.
Now, I will say, I don't agree with everything on this review, but I could see how someone with a specific music taste would find it to be a bit slower paced than they're used to.
Well, also,
right?
again, it's
The Ed Sheeran generation.
Well, one of
Yeah,
the
the
things
Ed
that I remember Zeke telling me a lot of is that art is subjective, and it's how every individual person takes it and how they absorb that information. Dave Grohl once said, you can play a song for 8,500 people and you will hear 85 different versions of that being sung back to you. It's because everybody interprets it, they internalize it differently, and then they project it out in a completely different manner.
Yeah.
At no point did this guy from Music Board say anything about Final Fantasy or Streets of Rage, which is totally fine because that's how I interpreted it. That's how I absorbed it. He didn't. So his review is just like, this is how I internalize music. This is what I look for. And then this is my results of that, the 2.5 out of 5.
Right.
I was trying really hard not to laugh when you guys started giggling about the reference. But yeah. So when he says that, it's just like maybe it wasn't for him, but
Right.
he did also acknowledge like, okay, this sounds kind of cool, but I'm not going to really look for it later on down the line.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's probably listening to Marilyn Manson or something like that.
You're just leaning on
Cannibal
that, aren't
Corpse.
you?
Cannibal
Cannibal
Corpse.
Corpse. I'm telling you, it's Carl, man. It's friggin' Carl.
Well, with that said, this has been Let's Get Critical. We're always listening to music. We're always playing music. Mm-hmm. We are the band Frantic Romantic, joined with our good buddy Vitamin E, E-Man. And we will see you next time on this podcast. We're looking forward to talking more about music. And I will say, if you have any suggestions for albums, let us know in the comments. We will review them.
I just realized something, that if you guys really, really did not want me to be on this podcast, you can easily just use this one because I am completely off frame and I can just be a disemboweled voice in the background.
There you go.
You're in that frame. In that one.
Well, I'm saying, like, if you want to not have me on here, just go on for this one.
But you're in that one.
Hi.
Well, thankfully, we do want you on the podcast.
Yeah, we do, bro. I don't know where you're getting all
And
this
on that
from.
optimistic note, we'll see you next time on the Let's Get Critical podcast. You may find more information about the band Frantic Romantic by visiting franticromanticmusic.com, as well as our social media platforms. We're always posting information about concerts, new music, and more. So please visit us, reach out to us. Let us know if there's any albums you'd love for us to review. Until next time, this has been Let's Get Critical.